everyone, welcome to my second video. Thank you so much to everyone who watched my first video. I'm really grateful. I wasn't really expecting it to do as well as it did, so thank you for that. Today's video is going to be a bit different. Instead of just journaling, I'm going to take you with me to GoodWood Festival of Speed. So the Festival of Speed is a big car festival that happens every year down near Chichester on the south coast of Sussex in England. I go every year, although I didn't go last year, but I go every year and it's just amazing. For any car lover, for any motorsports fan, it's the best day out possible for your money, I think, because you get to see a whole range of cars. You don't just see F1 cars or just bikes or just rally. You see everything in one place and it's perfect for that. So we're going to go down to Chichester. I'm going to take you with me as I go around the Festival of Speed, and then I'm going to come home, show you everything that I get, and then do a journaling page on all of the adventures I've been on. So today's tea is this strawberry and raspberry M&S tea. I've got it in my little oat milk cup here with the lid on, which is really cute. Here's the tea packet for anyone that's interested. And yeah, let's get into it. I didn't actually take that many videos at GoodWood because it was very hot and loud, and taking photos just seemed easier on the day. I also enjoy motorsports photography a lot, so it just made more sense to photograph. Here you can see the main sculpture outside the house. Every year GoodWood does a different sculpture, and it normally involves suspending the cars from the air in some way or another. It's always very impressive and looks really trippy when you're looking at it, especially up close. It just feels so strange. This year was, I think, the Porsche Singer anniversary, so that's what this sculpture is. It's all of the singers, and you can see that the photos where the cars just look like they're flying through the sky, especially on such a blue day. It looks so unusual. I think it looks really amazing. I actually met the man who made all of the welding for this sculpture on the train on the way to GoodWood. because the trains were delayed and it was looking like I wasn't going to get there, which would have been a nightmare. But thankfully the kind man who was sat near me on the train, I heard, was getting an Uber and was Ubering from Havant to Chichester. So I asked if I could jump in with him, and he was very kind and let me in. And it turns out he was the man that made this sculpture as we were chatting. So yeah, it was really interesting chatting to him and hearing how he made it all and how they assemble and disassemble it. You can also see I've got some photos here of some of the retro F1 cars, some of the modern F1 cars, specifically the McLaren. You can see this year's Ferrari as well, and of course Lightning McQueen. Couldn't forget him. I was very lucky. The Aston Martin broke down in front of me, so I was able to get some really good pictures of that. And yeah, that was it. So I'm now all back from GoodWood, and I can show you everything that I've got, including the BMW sticker rally, everything I got from the different teams, and freebies from other areas as well. So the first thing I got is this tote bag, which is what I kept everything in for the day. It's obviously from BMW. I love BMW, but I am sad that this bag wasn't for an M4, because the M4 GTR is my dream daily car. Overall, I'd say the tote bag's pretty cute. I love the design on it. I think it's pretty cool, sick artwork. I'll try and get it better. There's a close-up of it. It's made of fairly cheap material, but overall it was a freebie. Can't really go wrong. This was the prize you got for winning the sticker rally, as well as a few other bits inside that I'll show you now. This is everything that you got when you completed the sticker rally. I don't actually know if it was called a sticker rally, but that's what I've decided to call it. Here's the booklet you had to complete to actually win the tote bag and finish the sticker rally. So this was just on the BMW stand, and you had to go around and collect stickers like this one, for instance, all over their stand. So they had about eight or nine different cars there. Next to each car or bike there'd be a sticker. You'd have to go tear it off. They also had these questions, but nobody on the stand actually checked you'd answered everything or even had collected the stickers before they gave you the present. So I guess you didn't actually have to really complete the rally in order to get the prize, but I loved it. And as you can see here, I tore off loads of extra stickers for myself and for my journal. So it was definitely something that excited me. So I've got one sticker here, the BMW 7, which I don't actually like. I think it's an ugly car. You got one here for the M2, this bright green one. They had this exact car with this exact paint job on the stand, and you could sit in it, which was cool. The iX3, again, this car doesn't really do anything for me. It's a bit too family friendly at the moment. Now, the Touring M3 was actually in a different paddock to the rest of the BMW stand. It was in the Bull paddock, which was completely across the other side of the track. It would have been a 10-minute walk. I walked around the Bull paddock for at least an hour trying to find this car, and I couldn't find it, which I was really upset about because I did want to see it. Thankfully, I've seen this car race in person, so it wasn't the end of the world for me that I didn't get to see it. I would have liked the sticker. I'm upset that I missed out on that, and I would have liked to have seen it again, but I've already seen it. But if anybody else was looking for this car and actually found it, I'd be interested to know where it was, because for the life of me, I could not find it. Next was just another M3 with the 40 years sticker, again with the carbon fibre effect. And then finally was their new concept car that they had on the stage as well. And then you got a little sticker on the back to say that you'd completed it. I really enjoyed the interactiveness of this event. I like that BMW had something that you could go around and complete, and it made you look at everything that they were exhibiting. I don't think many other events had anything like that. I don't think many other teams had anything really like this on their stand. I guess McLaren had those postcards you could get from the shop and the driver's cards. Same with Williams, but Porsche and all the other cars that were there didn't have anything like this. And I really enjoyed the interactiveness of it and everyone stampeding for stickers. It was good fun. So here are the extra stickers I got. These will be going in my journal page later this video. The M3 sticker. Another M3. And then the main sticker with the same design that's on the tote bag. Also in the tote bag, you had this sticker sheet. I had to fold it in half to make sure it fit in my backpack. But these are fairly cool, to be fair, as massive BMW fans. I love these, especially this one. It's funny. I like the actual M3 artwork, it's cool. And I like that you get a lot, so for a sticker hoarder like me, I won't be as scared to use these because I know that I've got lots of other ones. And then the final thing in the tote bag was this. At first I wondered what it was. I wondered if it was like a trading card game, like they'd made a BMW version of Pokemon, which would have been so sick. But actually looking at it and opening it, it's more like a knockoff Top Trumps. So, if we get rid of these, the instructions, you can see they've got the cars with all their stamina. It's basically a Top Trumps, but these are really good quality. They're printed on proper cards, and they've got a whole different range of cars and bikes in here. I think this is definitely the coolest thing in the bag. I've seen this car in person as well. Yeah, it's just cool to look at, to go through, to see all the different cars and to play with your friends. For a collector like me, this is really cool. The only thing is, I wish that I'd got 2 packs, maybe so I could use 1 pack to stick in my journal and then 1 pack to actually play with. But I didn't want to take too many and leave none for nobody else. So yeah, that was everything that you got from BMW. They were definitely one of the better stands there. They had bikes that you could sit on, sit in all the cars. It was great. Everybody there was fun. It just seemed like everyone was having a good time. So now on to everything that I got from drivers' teams or other areas at GoodWood. The first thing I got is this little business card for one of the artists who is exhibiting in the artist/shop village bit. James Stevens is his name. I'll link him in the description. He's one of my favourite F1 artists. I wish I could afford some of his artwork. Unfortunately, it's all in the thousands, and that's a bit out of my price range. But he painted this, and I thought it'd be cool to get a little business card just so I can put it in my journal. He was running a giveaway there that you could enter. I think I might have entered all 4 of my emails into it, hoping to win one of his artworks. I love his work. So it was pretty cool to meet him, to speak to him, because I already knew him outside of GoodWood, and to chat to him as a driver. So that's the first thing that I got. The next thing that I got were these 2 driver's cards from Williams. I think I felt a bit sorry for the Williams guys. Nobody there was really speaking to them. Their tent was fairly empty. So the guys there were really happy, really friendly to speak to me. I got a Damon Hill card. I don't actually know if he was there this weekend. I didn't see him if he was. I did see the Williams car running. And also, oh gosh, you can see I've scuffed it a bit. But also Their 2026 car was there. Although, to be honest, looking at it, I think it was the 2025 car that may have just been repainted for this weekend. It didn't look like this year's car. But correct me if I'm wrong. The guys at Williams were super nice. They really wanted to chat to me. They let me go and take a picture next to the car, which was cool. They let me in the tent, I think because nobody else was really there. They let me have a look round and answered any questions that I had. They were really friendly and yeah, they weren't busy at all. So if you're looking for a picture next to an F1 car, then go to Williams because they were very friendly to me. Everything else I got was from McLaren. So McLaren also were handing out drivers' cards. I don't think any other team there were. Maybe Mercedes, but I didn't particularly go looking for it. Here's the McLaren one for this year. I actually have one of these already because I went to a McLaren family day in Woking in January. But here's this year's driver's card. It was cool to get another one. You can see Oscar and Lando on it. I actually support McLaren, so every opportunity I can to get one of these is a good day for me. So I got the McLaren driver's cards. They were handing these out by the dozen next to all of the cards at their tent. So they had their tent in the ballroom paddock, and then they also had their own McLaren stand next to the main house. And in their shop, if you went in, they weren't advertising these, but I found one on the side. They were selling these postcards, which were really cool. These are printed on really good quality paper, way better than the driver's cards, which are like a cardboard. This is more of like a thick watercolor paper. Just a little postcard. And I got 2 of these so that I can put one in my journal and one on my wall. You can see the jet there. And the old McLaren car. Yeah, sick. These were really cool. I was glad to get this. So that is everything I got this year from GoodWood. I did have some off-side bits as well, like my bus ticket, which has the Festival of Speed logo on it, so that will definitely be going in my journal. But I didn't actually buy anything this year. I really wanted a program so that I could look at the different events that were going on and time where I was going, but it was £22. And for a program, I thought that was a lot of money. I would have liked something from McLaren, but they were only really selling merch. There were no one-off pieces or any special GoodWood items. And normally team merch is pretty expensive anyway. So yeah, now I'm gonna do my journaling page with all of this. So here's the final product. It's probably not my best page. I would have liked to have done some painting or some drawing on it, but I've just got so much stuff I don't think there was room. I might add some more to it later, we'll see. But thank you very much for watching my video. Hopefully I'll be uploading again within the next 2 weeks, and hopefully I'll see you there. So thank you very much. Bye!